Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we will talk about Top 10 Airbnb Cities. Short-term home rental websites like Airbnb, HomeAway, and VRBO have been helping regular Americans make a lot of money from their homes for more than a decade, whether it's families renting out empty bedrooms or investors renting out multiple properties in popular tourist areas by the night. Easy peasy. But it looks like those carefree days may be coming to an end. We looked at data for the 100 biggest cities to find the best places to own a rental like Airbnb. We used data from AirBNB, a company that collects information on more than 10 million Airbnb and HomeAway rentals, and compile a list of the top 10 Airbnb cities. But before we start our video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. 1. Scottsdale, Arizona. Why do so many people rent here? Just outside of Phoenix, Scottsdale is a popular place for wealthy Americans to spend the weekend mountain biking, playing golf, and hiking. And while cities all over the country are making Airbnb rentals illegal and making the rules stricter, Arizona has taken the opposite approach. In 2016, the state signed a law that stops cities in the state from banning short-term rentals. Because of this legal protection and the demand for vacation rentals, Scottsdale is a great place for investors. The fact that 15 Major League Baseball teams, like the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers, come to this town every year for spring training is another reason for the Airbnb boom in Scottsdale. Sue Fluck, president of Phoenix Realtors, says that these coaches, players, and their families would rather rent an entire Scottsdale home on Airbnb than stay in a hotel room for 2 months. And there are a lot of fans who want to meet their favorite stars in an informal setting. For $999 per night, other wealthy tourists can stay in large, 5-bedroom homes with gyms and patios. Snowbirds who don't have as much money can choose 3-bedroom homes with private pools. When prices go down in the summer, those on a budget can get a good deal here. 2. Orlando, Florida. You already know that Orlando's biggest draw for tourists is its theme parks. But the time when short-term rentals were like the Wild West is over. In July, the city passed new rules that say hosts must get a license, pay a fee, and only rent out rooms in their own homes. This means that no investors from outside the state will be coming in, which is a big change for this tourist hub. But it helps people in the area who only want to rent out 1 or 2 rooms. Even though there are rules, people can still make good money by renting out their extra rooms. They can do this even if they don't live in a fancy house. Prices range from $30 to $100 per night for a private room with a queen bed. 3. New Orleans, Louisiana. Usually, tourists who want to get a real taste of New Orleans to stay in Airbnb rentals in the best historic neighborhoods. Over time, this made home prices go up as investors bought up all the available homes, putting many residents out of reach. After a lot of wringing of hands, there is now a full ban on Airbnb rentals in the touristy Garden District and French Quarter. There are also restrictions in some residential areas. But it is still possible to rent in the Central Business District and other business areas. Will Hester, a realtor, says that short-term rentals have pushed up the market horribly. The turnover was bad for the homeowners. They liked getting to know their neighbors and not seeing a new face every day. Even though these changes to the law will hurt many investors, they will also help others. Hester, who works for Corman Jarity Real Estate in New Orleans, says that half of the units in the large, multifamily homes that New Orleans is known for can still be rented out. 4. Miami, Florida. In Miami Beach, it's easy to find short-term rentals in high-rise condos with ocean views. But before you can become a host here, you'll need to make sure you carefully follow the new rules. Last fall, the city stopped letting people rent out their homes as vacation rentals in residential areas outside of downtown Miami Beach. If you break these rules, you could be fined up to $20,000. It's gotten so bad that the city is kicking people out of places they've already checked into. Airbnb has taken the city to court over the changes. But people who rent out their rooms and homes and follow the law can make real money. Condos are easy to rent for more than $200 a night. This condo has 2 bedrooms and is in a tower with a spa, fitness center, redwood sauna, and full-time concierge service. The price per night is $345. 5. Honolulu, Hawaii. For now, it's not against the law to rent out a place to stay in a Polynesian paradise. But the Honolulu City Council moved forward with a bill that would make vacation rentals much harder to run. With these changes, big investors would not be able to get in, and unlicensed units would have to pay a fine of more than $10,000. So it might be best to wait until the law is clear before jumping in, unless people are renting out extra rooms in their main homes. It's been hard for a long time for people in Hawaii to find affordable housing. Over the past 10 years, it has become a crisis, the Hawaii Appleseed Center for Law and Economic Justice wrote in a 2018 report. These problems are getting worse because the vacation rental business has grown in recent years. Even though there will be problems in the future, Honolulu is still a popular place to host. Because there is so much competition, one-bedroom apartments in oceanfront towers rent for a very reasonable $100 per night. But even with lower prices, owners can still make a nice profit because tourists are always coming and going, so the rentals are never empty for long. So, that's why the average monthly income is more than $3,300. 6. Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville's short-term rental market has taken off because Music City has become to bachelorette parties what Las Vegas is to bachelor parties. But the days of no rules are over. Last year, the city started making hosts get permits, collecting hotel taxes, and cracking down on renting out whole homes in residential areas without the owner being there. But it hasn't dampened demand. Most guests like to stay in places like Germantown and Salemtown, which are close to downtown and easy to get to on foot. A one-bedroom apartment here costs around $130 per night. 7. Santa Ana, California. The nearby city of Anaheim, which is home to Disneyland, recently passed new rules that make it harder to rent a place for a short time. This has helped Santa Ana's short-term rental market. So the guests went to Santa Ana, which doesn't even need permits for homes that are listed on sites like AirBNB. A few years ago, Santa Ana had a ban on Airbnb, but in 2015, they got rid of it. Since then, a lot of investors and regular people have bought homes. Many people rent out rooms in their own homes for about $50 a night. If the house is big enough to fit a large group or family, the whole thing can cost up to $400 a night. 8. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa isn't usually the first place people think of when they think of their ideal vacation spot. But over the past 3 years, the number of short-term rentals has grown by almost 300%. And there is so much demand that the market might need even more rentals to meet it. There are about 140 parks in the city, and the Philbrook Museum of Art is there. But perhaps the best thing about it is that it has the cheapest home prices on our list. So the investors are jumping in and helping to push up the prices, which have gone up 21% in the last 3 years. No one has missed that fast growth. The Tulsa Metropolitan Area Planning Commission suggested earlier this month that properties that are rented out for less than 30 days should need licenses from the city. But travelers can still get a good deal in the city. You can get a one-bedroom apartment downtown for less than $50 a night, and there are many houses that cost less than $100 a night. 9. Austin, Texas. There are 1,000,001 reasons to go to Austin. People come to the city for the South by Southwest Music, Media, and Film Festival, a Texas Longhorns football game, or to paddleboard down the Colorado River. And everyone is looking for a place to stay the night. Most condos don't let people rent out their homes to short-term guests, so most of the market is made up of whole single-family homes or just a bedroom and a home. For a 1-year license, the city wants hosts to pay $500. A 2-bedroom artist retreat in East Austin, which is a growing area, is for rent for less than $100 a night. 10. Tucson, Arizona. When the value of your home goes up after you list it on a site like Airbnb or HomeAway. That's the cherry on top. Tucson's prices went up 9% from 1 year to the next, which was most of the places we looked at. In Saguaro National Park, which is named after the famous cactus, people come to hike, mountain bike, or take the perfect Instagram photo. Most of the time, these visitors rent out whole houses, which make up more than 80% of the vacation rental market here. At the foothills of the Tucson Mountains, there is a 900 square foot cottage that rents for about $150 a night. And while investors worry about law changes in cities all over the country, owners of short-term rentals can take a deep breath here. These are the top 10 best Airbnb sites. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Also share your views in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.